Now, more than ever, many South Africans want to own land. However, some fraudsters are taking advantage of this by scamming those desperate for something to call their own.
Sabona ama advert.
This guy, Kuri, this scam thing, yeah, was plain, and as plain in a way of hiding what about the land.
But it turns out each and every complainant that we receive, they bought the same land. So how can you keep selling the same land to all these people?
Use your gut feel. If your gut feel tells you that this thing looks too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true.
It's a Saturday morning and I'm visiting Mayor Tsoteti in Olive Boatwash, Pretoria. She had dreams that by this time she would own a second property. Her husband had seen adverts for land for sale in Diepsloot.
We wanted to build another house as a way of investment. And for the fact of these days, you can't really like bear aside, we save. So how na le property on a side, what's about income, and that's the investment.
She says she did her homework on the company selling the land, Natives Building Scheme.
Before I phone Google what is going on, I know everything right, and a company registration number. I phone a registry company. Registered and the company's name, everything is sharp.
They had to borrow 140,000 rands for the 400 square meter stand they were buying on a farm.
And one rasna cash, Hatama bank, Robert and loan. After loan approval, Rapatala this 2,500 as the admin fee. And then after 7 days, drafted contract, submitted deposited this 70,000 as a deposit.
But they would soon discover the land didn't belong to the company Natives Building Scheme and its director, Joseph Zakes Msimango. This is Msimango, who she accuses of scamming her.
Ndade haya komasipala awucheka kona handle lente baramba yarekisana I andabona ka what is going on. Kanti batho bana na lente ha so be andabona kona banza ba le busy ba re akitse ba emetse eng be finalized and already gona se re ba free deposit. Ke a ke mo phone la ke re Joseph ho bana re zwa masipala ba haneng lente ha so be anda wena. Ke kopa o khutse tshete back. And then once you how finalize that's when retla khona ho patala tšhelete. Aba okay ha ona bothata au se retla patala ke tla refund. Mara this process is about to be finalized. Ke kopa o mfe chance ka no ke tshone o fa chance because le nna ke mo bothate mona ntate ha he project e mo matsong a lona yet. Ntse le le processing ya finalize the whole thing ya purchase this land.
But months went by without the refund. She explains that she was always told by the office administrators that she would eventually get her money back.
And on some the data handing, I did ask Kawara, but they did and go to refund the chalete how. The Hoydits aya matasi aya, have a look at I told. I'm phoning Larry, please, have a buemo thing, Cascara involve media, chat out to a toilet.
Looking back, she believes there were indicators that the company wasn't credible.
After ki bona ga ba ene motho ona na vela ukutotsi ki bone ka hore batho ba se ka last month o tla thola motho ona this month ha o so re waya ha o sa thola ola the same people bana ana dutse le bona hona mola batho ba rekisa the vacant land le bona neng ha se ke ba founela ha ba sa araba neng motho a so founela o mong ha ena a ka sebetsa mo.
She says she exhausted all avenues with no luck.
Ke police station a mitrend ba re ai gona ga tile ka taba tsa di refund ya small claims ke mo Pretoria small claims ba re ai tšhelete ke ngata holo go bete go ipatale your private lawyer.
Her and her family's dreams have been shattered.
This guy, Kuri, this scam thing, yeah, was plain, and as planner in a way of handing whatever, but about the land. Should I try handing, here I I'm selling the land for so much, everybody will flock into it. And I'm not the only one over that amount, like different amounts. List a long way. It shows you how everybody what land. And everybody, like they can go and risk their lives, but I'm about to loan by it in order to watch the land.
Mayor in SABC, Anastasia Tsoteti, wants her money back for land that she bought, thinking that it belonged to the seller, Joseph Zakes Msimango. She's currently paying off a loan that she took out to buy the land.
And remember, unka chelete ili so much, but because of the interest, because of now key loan, we end up about triple the amount. And if you look at the same the areas or the interest for something along hand kintono badla, how now that. But how long to patala, but how na hope we are handing chat out like back or the same land with a tola. What are you depressed? And then that I can blame her, but you saw. Because intention how you know I saw about the way in the maybe at them. The plan is a phase, it's shattered.
According to her, this scam has caused tensions in her relationship.
And I come to because no, I can't share it because of fun like that. I'm saying 3,200 for dogs I won.
However, she's not the only one. Barely an hour away is the township of Tembisa. Here, there are more victims.
Sabona ama advert. Sabafonela. Basi nika ma direction uthi bakuphi base Midrand. Sahamba saya lapho. Sayokhulumisana nabo. Basitshela ukuthi size nani.
However, she claims there were discrepancies in the amounts that was advertised and what she ended up paying, which didn't make sense.
Mina ngabuza ngathi hawo phela la iadvert ithi 25,000 masifika la sekuyi 50,000 bathi hayi i25,000 ye development.
Nonetheless, she paid.
Ngakhetha ukuthi ngibhadale 50,000 ngicede once ngilinde istand sami and mawubhadala cash babe bawukhombisa leso i-landscape leyo yabo ukhethe stand lapho uthi ufuna istand bani mina bengikhethe i510 istand sami bekuyi510.
The money came from her pension payout, which she got after resigning from the company she had worked for over 30 years.
Cabangela umntwana nami nje uthi angasongoli labantwana bami even if ngafa abe nendawo yakhe nabantwana bakhe.
She says things went wrong when promises were not fulfilled.
Bathi nina lizolinda nge29 zaka June lizothola ama title deed wenu. Mase sesefona manje phela isikhathi sifikile sakuthi sithola ama title deed. Siyandlula futhi. Siyafona. Manje ama title deed amafoni akasabanjwe manje. Akusana muntu obamba ifoni.
The company advertised these pictures on their Facebook page. However, to this day, she has never physically seen the stand she paid for, except on paper.
Itendi bakunika direction nje. Bathi uhambe kanje uzothola lezo ident. Uhambe uyazi uhambe size imoto ithole iphanje. Ihlathi nje akuna nix. Akuna nix.
She has no idea whether she will get her money back.
Yeah, since lento yayenzakala angisanampilo ngiphethwa i-high blood, i-stress, angilali. Phela le mali angeke uyidobhe estradini.
She has only one message for the director, Joseph Msimango, whom she admits she has never met.
Nike imali yami. Nike imali yami, angithi indawo awunayo. Khona ubathathelani imali zabantu bangaka. Azi kahle uthi akanandawo. Yo, yazi lo mntwana unesibindi. Uyazi umntwana lo muntu osedlile. Kodwa uNkulunkulu khona uzombona.
IRS Forensic Investigations, a private financial crimes investigations company, is currently looking for Msimango together with the SABC. They are representing 3 complainants, but there are in fact many more.
But in terms of each and every complainant that we receive, they bought the same land. So how can you keep selling the same land to all these people? And then once we did our background, we find he doesn't really own the land. So the suspect claims to have he had a lease agreement with the real owner of the land, and that's why he had the agreement to sell the property. But he was saying that lease agreement is leasing it for a period of a year, and then he had an option to buy in the following year. That's why he's selling it. But there was no agreement in place between him and the owner of the property.
A former employee informed us that Msimango's idea was supposed to be like a cooperative where people would get together and buy a big piece of land. It seems he would enter into agreements with different landowners to buy their land. However, things would fall apart. The memorandum of agreement between Anastasia and Msimango, for example, states that the stand she was buying was on a farm that actually belonged to a Karen Elizabeth Hasaris. The farm, called Knopiaslachter, was in Rietfontein, and she would be getting 400 square meters. Karen informed us she knew nothing about the scam and has since sold the farm. She referred us to law firm Etienne Bierika Incorporated, which responded saying that it obtained instructions from Karen to attend to a certain transfer of her property which she had sold to Natives Building Scheme. But the company did not perform in accordance with the conditions of the sale agreement concluded, and when this happened, the sale agreement was cancelled. The firm says that it is unaware of the allegations of fraud that the company is facing. Msimango had employed, amongst others, Marilyn V. Kunze and Amanda Mbachaza. Amanda said she was simply a salesperson and was recruited by Marilyn.
Before I joined them, I asked to see the land, number one. Does it belong to natives? So she explained to me, because I had not met Joseph then, she was the office manager who obviously held on to the information. So she says to me, Amanda, the land doesn't belong to natives. So what we do, we have a contract between us, being natives, and the landowner to sell the land at a certain time, at a certain price, and all of that is contracted. And I said, and your clients know that the land doesn't belong to you guys. And she says, yes, and even in your presentation to them, make them know that native doesn't own the land. They are selling it, gathering money to give to the landowner so that the landowner can give title deed. I said, can I see that proof in writing?
Marilyn said she didn't know it was a scam and initially believed Joseph had a great initiative until a client requested a refund, which never happened.
She's very vital to the case because she was the one that was sending the contracts to these people. So if you look at the email correspondence between her and between the company and the victims, all the correspondence came from Marilyn. So Marilyn was vital because she was doing the communication for the company.
Enoch says Msimango charged victims as he pleased.
Actually, was giving different prices to different people. It depended, and you look at what you can afford. Maybe he sees you have money, he'll charge you 200K. He says, I don't have money, he'll charge me 75,000, but it's for the same plot, but he's giving different prices. He'll say, okay, because it's you, maybe you'll come up with a story, I feel sad for you, I understand you on our own property, and I see how much you don't have, so and so, you can actually pay me this one, it'll be full and final amount. and people pay across, because there's some people that pay like 45,000 rand. I don't think you can buy a plot for that kind of money. So yeah.
Msimango also moved around, which victims say was suspicious. He had an office at this office park in Midrand, and he later moved to these offices in Craighall Park.
So I went as far as verifying all the addresses that were provided to me to check if the man is still residing there. We checked most of the places where we went. They say he left without paying rent.
It's believed that he is somewhere in Mpumalanga.
We've been looking for this guy. The last location that we know, it's Bushbuck Ridge, but you know that Bushbuck Ridge is a huge township. It's like saying someone is in Soweto. Where in Soweto? It could be Deep Kloof, could be Orlando, you don't know where exactly. So the last time, and everybody's saying that his parents are living in Bushbuck Ridge, but where?
According to a Windeed search, Natives Building Scheme is fairly a new company, only having been in existence since 2016. Msimango is the sole director. This should have been a warning sign.
Firstly, you look at the company. The track record. How old is this company? The way I saw it, it's a 2016 company, and the agreement was signed in 2018 to sell this property, deferred purchase. You go and look at the profile. What have they done before? Who have they worked with? Have they sold? Have they developed properties? And if they mention one or two developments, you follow. Go to the municipality, find out. Do you know who was the developer of this development? And then you will get that information. And if they mention any bank that has financed them, you phone the bank. You find out if they know about this company.
Attorney Bangiso Mhlabeni, who specializes in property-related transactions and is also president of the Black Conveyancers Association, says what is also suspicious is that buyers are referred to as shareholders in the documents.
So from the beginning, the word shareholder must raise red flags. Shareholder of what? Am I buying into a company? Am I buying shares here? Am I buying into a development scheme? What is it that I'm buying into? Because here I'm told about stands. I'm supposed to be buying a stand, and I'm supposed to be buying on my own. I'm going to be the owner of the property, not a shareholder. So what is that I'm buying in?
He advises that research is important.
If you can't verify the ownership, at least what you can do is they've referred to an agreement with the current landowner. They say they've entered into a land agreement whereby they've purchased the land to develop cornerstone. Say, can I see the copy of the agreement? Because it's a back-to-back agreement. Your development is based on this agreement. Can I see a copy of that agreement with the signature of that person? So those are the basic things that you should be asking around this transaction.
During the course of this investigation, our case studies informed us of two bank accounts. One belongs to MVB Attorneys Inc. The other is a net bank account, which those still wanting refunds seemingly paid money into. We understand this was Msimango's business account.
You are being asked to pay into the company's business account. And what is that I'm paying here? Am I paying a deposit? It's not clear. And am I paying, is it the purchase price for the land? It's not clear. And why am I paying into the company, the person that I'm buying the opportunity from? What if it disappears tomorrow? The practice, which is an acceptable practice, and which is what we advise our clients all the time, is that money should not exchange hands when ownership doesn't exchange hands. When you buy a property, and if you're paying a deposit, rather pay it into a trust account of a conveyancer or an attorney.
MVB Attorneys Inc. said Msimango was never their client. It sent the following statement explaining that it received instructions from a certain seller after an offer to purchase was forwarded to its firm via the seller's agent. This seller and the purchaser being Natives Building Scheme, entered into an agreement last year where the seller intended to sell portion 18 of a farm called Deep Sloot 388. Msimango's company then requested that the firm pay all the funds to Msimango. These funds came from individual depositors who were meant to buy stands. The firm refused. MVB Attorneys Inc. refunded each individual depositor who put in funds into their trust account. It did not benefit financially from this transaction. Nedbank informed us that it received complaints from the public about Natives Building Scheme. The account was then closed. It says no further information can be provided due to bank clients' confidentiality and it will render all possible assistance to the police and other members of the criminal justice fraternity to ensure the success of the investigation. Acting Commissioner at the National Consumer Commission, Tezi Mabuza, encourages consumers to lodge complaints with the Commission and to know what documents to ask for, unlike those supplied by Msimango's company.
It's not an offer to purchase. It's like you're selling land as if you are selling a laptop, wherein I will sell you a laptop and then I will deliver it, and this is the deposit that you're giving me. So the contract itself was very wishy-washy. It doesn't actually represent a contract in terms of an immovable property. For us, it looked very, very dodgy. Please, when something like this happens, don't be shy and don't feel bad for feeling maybe again saying, I was stupid. Sometimes we do that. I was stupid. I should have done this and this and this. But you wouldn't know until something happens. So come to us, alert us, so that now we learn from your mistakes, other people could be saved.
Despite several attempts to get hold of him, Joseph Msimango's phones were not answered. Prospective buyers be warned, not all that glitters is gold.
Use your gut feel. If your gut feel tells you that this thing looks too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. And when you are in that state, it may cost you a little, but get legal advice, consult.